The United States will require 26 million new charging outlets placed in homes and apartment buildings over the next decade, costing approximately $39 billion. It will be required if the country's vehicle industry is to become completely electric by 2035. This is due to the fact that we are all too experienced with range anxiety that has given way to charge anxiety, as electric-curious drivers no longer worry about how far they can go, but rather if there will be working, relatively quick choices to fill up once they reach their destination. However, while there has been much discussion about the absence of charging stations in rural areas, the problem starts and ends at home. Our topic for today's video is a fortuitous penalty that has put Volkswagen in an excellent position for the upcoming electric vehicle industry. Stay tuned for that. Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go-to channel for EV stock. Quick reminder that subscribing's free and liking the video helps YouTube suggest similar content. Comments are loved and featured in upcoming videos. Electrify America provides a DC fast charging network for electric vehicles in the United States, which includes more than 600 charging spots and more than 2,200 individual charging units. This company was created in early 2017 and is a subsidiary of the Volkswagen Group of America. It was established as a result of a Volkswagen penalty, the scandal that benefited Volkswagen. A United States federal judge ordered Volkswagen to pay a $2.8 billion civil penalty for rigging diesel-powered automobiles to cheat on government emissions testing. The rule was issued in April 2017. While many speculated that this would be the beginning of the end for the Volkswagen brand, in reality, it served to propel the business to the forefront of a new industry, electric charging stations, which it now leads. Along with the $2.8 billion fine, Volkswagen was ordered to invest an additional $2 billion in electric infrastructure and electric vehicle awareness campaigns across the United States. As a result of the incident, a fresh, pleasantly surprising conclusion is just beginning to yield results. It was because of this $2 billion infrastructure investment that a new, wholly owned company, Electrify America, was formed with HQ in Reston. The company was given the task to construct a nationwide network of electric vehicle charging stations. With a huge pouch of investment, it would quickly grow to become the greatest network of its sort in the entire world. Partnership in all EV support. While Tesla's network of superchargers only support Tesla vehicles, Electrify America chargers support all standards, including CANDIMO, CCS, and the Tesla-supported J1772, in addition to supporting Tesla vehicles. The company has taken it a step further by partnering with non-Volkswagen brands on their product releases as well as their own. The business has teamed up with Ford to launch the Mach-E, a revolutionary electric SUV inspired by the Ford Mustang. The Mach-E's touchscreen will display information about the availability of Electrify America's network, and the Ford mobile app will make charging at Electrify America facilities easier. The company is also cooperating with brands that only sell electric vehicles. It is anticipated that Fisker Ocean vehicles will be immediately identified by Electrify America's charging stations, enabling for simple charging as well as automatic release and payment options. Similarly, Byton, another EV startup, will provide free 30-minute charging sessions for the first 2 years of vehicle ownership. Expansion in ownership. While Electrify America was launched by the Environmental Protection Agency and the California Air Resources Board, which forced Volkswagen to spend $2 billion on EV charging infrastructure in the U.S., but it was expected that the company would go above and beyond its required investment and continue to develop its network, which could soon turn into a large business as more electric vehicles are deployed in the U.S. If the commitment is fulfilled, it'll result in the installation and operation of 1,800 fast charging stations or 10,000 individual chargers as an end product. The vast majority of the stations, about 1,700, will be built in the U.S., with the remaining stations being installed in Canada. This will be in addition to EA's ambitions to have approximately 800 charging stations and approximately 3,500 individual chargers in the U.S. by the end of this year, 2021. As of writing, Electrify America has deployed 635 charging stations around the U.S. Ultra-high-speed chargers with a power capacity of up to 350 kilowatts are among the options available. In as little as 20 minutes, car owners can have their vehicles charged. There was also a rumor that Volkswagen was planning to sell a share in its electric vehicle charging subsidiary Electrify America, as the automaker seeks outside funding to help construct infrastructure for battery-powered vehicles. Volkswagen was thought to be collaborating with Citi to identify a co-investor willing to invest approximately $1 billion into the division, which expects to reach out to infrastructure groups and other potential investors in the near future. This is a very intriguing topic to follow. If the rumors are correct, Volkswagen intends for Electrify America to be more like Ionity, which is a large network of charging stations in Europe owned by several major automakers, including BMW, Ford, Hyundai, and Volkswagen. The investment and participation in the charging infrastructure could be made by any company, of course, but it would make the most sense for a car manufacturer to make the investment because their rollout of electric automobiles would benefit from the increased investment in charging infrastructure, which would also give them a shareholding in it. However, responding to a question about the rumor, Electrify America declined to comment, stating that the firm is instead concentrating on its present network expansion ambitions rather than any potential ownership sharing program. If the possibility of sharing ownership turns out to be true in any case, and Volkswagen decides to keep it for the future, I'd be curious to know who is talking to Volkswagen and Electrify America. What about Ford or General Motors? Who do you believe it is? Let us know in the comments section below. The conclusion: the German automaker has invested a large sum of money in Electrify America in order to establish a new network of fast charging stations across the United States. It turned out to be a wise investment for Volkswagen, and it was certainly preferable to paying fines. As a result, the company now owns the largest third-party fast charging network in the United States. In the short term, this is not the case. At the moment, electric vehicles account for barely 2% of total automobile sales in the US. While this is predicted to continue to expand, the massive investment will likely take years, if not decades, to recoup from. However, the rise of electric vehicle is stymied by a chicken and egg problem. Without public charging, consumers will not purchase electric vehicles, and firms will not invest in charging stations until there are enough electric vehicles on the road. By requiring Volkswagen to make the necessary investments in the U.S. transportation infrastructure, the American government tried to relieve public fears and encourage the adoption of electric vehicles by all manufacturers. When the U.S. government ordered the investment instead of fine duties, it played an excellent hand and helped America to develop an electric future. Does it strike you as well that they made a pretty impressive decision? Let us know in the comments section. Valentine Sill believes that in order to thrive in a booming economy, one must have a diversified portfolio and multiple streams of income coming in from different sources. That should wrap things up for today. Keep in mind that subscribing is still free and liking helps YouTube recognize your preferences. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.